I woke up hoping for an FA Cup miracle. I'm sure you felt the same. 4-0 in the end. Your thoughts?
Yeah, before I get into the game, I just wanted to say that thanks to everyone who's come down today. It's been absolutely amazing to see so many faces, so many young faces as well. The kids have made the effort to come down, and the support was cracking through the game. They made a real atmosphere, and can't ask of any more of the fans today. So I really appreciate their contribution today. And unfortunately, we couldn't get over the line.
Was the game plan sort of scuppered when Matt Wright had to be taken off so early on?
It wasn't an ideal start to the game. I think, in reflection, we started the game comfortable. I think that it showed in the early stages that Worthing had a great deal of respect for us, and they felt us out a little bit, and wasn't a huge amount in the game in terms of chances, and I felt that we showed ourselves in a good light, and had a real go in the first half, and opened them up a couple of times, had a few half chances, and don't get me wrong, they're a very good side. They're a very good side. They're well drilled. They're well organised. They play some good stuff. They've got some talented players all over the pitch, and realistically, they were 90 minutes away last season from being a conference team. So I have to acknowledge that and try and put some context in the game. And for a good spell in that first half, we were toe to toe with them, and we were causing them problems. But yeah, I think that so early in the game, when Wright comes off injured, we have to kind of reassess and rejuggle how we want to go about our business. But the players covered a hell of a lot of ground today. They ran and chased, and when a team has that good use of the ball, there's going to be a lot of ground to cover, and they did that. We have just spoken in the dressing room about yes, we covered a hell of a lot of ground, but we didn't really make too many physical challenges, physical tackles, and whereas in previous weeks that's been almost a little bit of our identity that's helped us establish ourselves in games, and that's probably the only disappointing thing, is that because of that, they get the second and the third, and it makes the scoreline makes it look very comfortable, and probably more comfortable than what it was for them. And it's a disappointing day, but it's also a moment for us to acknowledge that how far this group have come. They've done some really good work, and we have to learn from this. To be as good as a team like that, both in and out of possession, we have to have that level of consistency that we have had in previous games physically. But covering distance isn't the physicality that we needed today. We needed to get a little bit closer, be a bit more physical, try and wrestle our game on the opposition, and win those individual shoulder to shoulder battles, securing second balls. The meat and drink that we've been doing really well in like I say, in the last couple of weeks. So we'll have to lick our wounds today for sure, and a quick turnaround for Tuesday, and try and use this again as fuel of what can happen if you're not completely invested in the physical side of the game.
I was interested. I picked up on your programme notes where you said this cup run has helped galvanise the team in a way after a difficult start to the season. Does that sort of going out today and ahead of Tuesday, is that something that we're going to take into Tuesday night?
Well, I think that you're right. The last few games or the run of this competition and the last few games have shown what we can do, as long as we hit those marks. And I think today is going to be one of those moments that we have to take this on the chin. We've come away. We've been beaten 4-0 by a team in the higher league. For spells, we were a good side, but being a good side isn't always going to get you everything you need in order to have a successful season. We have to be a good side as well as being more physical than what we were today. And in recent weeks, that's the only one thing that I kind of think, if we had been a little bit more physical, and yes, losing Wrighty early on kind of takes away a fair bit of that. But yeah, that physicality needs to come back into the group. But the great thing about this cup run, yes, it has galvanised the group, it's brought them together. But also we've got to understand that we've had a great run in this competition, something that we should really be proud of. And I'm hoping that today's defeat doesn't kind of allow that kind of galvanisation of the group to dissipate, so to speak. So we need to make sure that we bounce back Tuesday with and bring the physicality, bring the togetherness, and show that this was just beaten by a better team, hopefully, and one of those moments where we really have to learn from it.
Macca, unlucky today, and see you on Tuesday.
All right.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much.